Hey there, my friends. Today I am going to talk about what to do with your receipts in your business. Because as a business owner, you're going to want to keep clean accounting records. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you and give you some tips about how to stay organized and some really important things to consider with your receipts so that you are prepared for your accountant and if you were to ever get audited. Okay. Hey there, my friends. This is Kelly Schaefer. I am the creator of the Concierge Academy. I help local businesses market more successfully so that they get more clients, make more money, and have a greater impact in their local community. So today I want to talk about what to do with all of your receipts. So in the beginning of your business, you will likely not have any accounting software. Whether you have accounting software or not, you need to keep records and receipts for your tax purposes and in the event that you were to ever get audited. So there are a few things that you're going to want to do. So the first thing is you want to keep your receipts. So it depends on how you like to organize. You can keep your paper receipts. In the very beginning, I actually kept all of my paper receipts for an entire year, and I'd put them in a big envelope and I would put the year across the envelope, and that's how I saved my receipts. As my business got bigger and as time went by, I learned how to use a online software where I could upload receipts, and then I would have pictures of the receipts. So depending on where you are in your business, you may just be doing it the old-fashioned way, keeping them in envelopes or keeping them in your filing cabinet. But here is the important thing. So the first thing you want to do is when you get a receipt, if it is for a client and it's a client expense, I recommend, and here's what I always did, is I would go and I would actually write the client's name on top of the receipt. So for example, if this was for the client, John Smith, then I would write John Smith across the top of the receipt. This way, any receipts that had to do with clients had the client's name attached to them. This will just help with your accounting and with your receipt management. The next thing is if you have receipts that are business expenses, and let's say, for example, you are taking someone out to lunch or you have a coffee date and you are talking business, right? So going out and having lunch with someone and talking business is a reimbursable expense. And you're going to want to let your accountant handle this at tax time because there are limitations to this. But let's say you took someone out to lunch who is a center of influence, who is a referral partner. You took this person out to lunch. You were having a conversation about how you can work together, how you can support each other in business, and you picked up the tab. In that case, what you want to do is you want to take that receipt and you want to actually write on the receipt what that meeting was about. So for example, if you had a meeting with John Smith, then you would just say, meeting with John Smith, talked about referring, talked business. And you want to have that on there because in the event of an audit or where they want further information, when you find that receipt, you're not going to remember that receipt from that restaurant had anything to do with that business meeting. So it only takes you a couple seconds. Just write it down across the top of your receipt. And if you have the date on there also, and you have that lunch meeting on your calendar, it actually coincides, like had a lunch meeting on April 1st with John Smith, talked business. You have the receipt, talked to John Smith about business, April 1st, and then it also matches. Okay. The other thing you want to do is as you are getting out of the paper receipt thing is take pictures of your receipts. And then you can always upload them so that you have a backup file in a PDF because then you can save them as PDFs and you'll do a backup of that file, again, in the event that you need it for your taxes, your accountant, or you ever get audited. So when you take pictures, you can just take a picture with your cell phone. And my recommendation is if you don't have like a software or a receipt software that you're using, you can use things like Dropbox and you can upload them to Dropbox. You can upload them to Google and also upload them to Evernote. Most of them have free versions with limited capacity, of course, but that is an easy way to upload your receipts in an image form so that you have them for the duration that you need to keep receipts. And then the last thing that I want to recommend is if you go somewhere where you can get an emailed receipt, like when I go to the post office and I ship things, they will ask me printed receipt or email receipt or both. And I, at this point, just take the emailed receipt. And then what you do with your emailed receipts is every year, at the beginning of the year, create a file in your email that has the year. So every year, if you look at my email, it'll say like accounting 2018, accounting 2019, accounting 2020, and so forth and so on. And then all of the receipts that I receive, I save the receipt in a file that is in my tax file. And then I also save that receipt in the folder inside my email. I know I'm a little bit crazy, but I like to make sure that I have them in multiple places that I were to ever need them, I can pull on them. So that, my friends, is my recommendation for how to handle your receipts as you're building your small business. And this comes in handy no matter what small business you own. So if this video was helpful to you, my friends, be sure to hit up the like button and make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss any other upcoming episodes. Bye for now.